Welcome to DRB Tunnel Solutions training. In this training, we're going to take a look at the new single-page plan sale process from the POS, which integrates an inline vehicle editor. Let's get started. Selling a plan at the POS has now become streamlined to one page. If you select first the Plans tab and select your plan, you're brought to the single-page sign-up. You'll notice that the default settings require only the phone number. Now, if your phone number is already on file, it'll find that duplicate and show the customer there. If the phone number is not a duplicate, you can proceed in adding the new customer details. Notice that we show the name and the email by default. However, we have additional information like address that you can collect if you like. We also have the vehicle editor inline with adding the customer details. So we can add some vehicle information, as much as we'd like to collect. And we're going to put in our license plate or our RFID identifier. You'll notice in this instance we can automatically add to cart because our plan does not require that we sign the terms and conditions. However, it is a good idea to read these terms and conditions to the customer if you're signing them up manually. Go ahead and click Add to Cart. And you'll notice that we only have one option, which is credit. We didn't have to take a credit card and put it on file in an earlier step. Now paying for the transaction with the credit card and putting the card on file all happens at the same time. And that's when you pay for the cart. The nice thing about the editor, the customer editor that you see here, is that we have complete customization capabilities within Patheon. If we flip back to the Patheon portal and scroll down to the customization section, you'll find that there's a new plan sales section. This controls on the desktop POS and on the tablet POS which sections are shown, required, or hidden by default. The default options mean that we display the name, we hide the address, we require the phone, that's why it's bound in the red box, and we display the email for collection. If we wanted to streamline the page a little bit more, we could actually hide things like name and email that are not required and only require a phone. This could still collect the name off of the credit card, however, and update the customer record for you. If you don't want to rely just on that, you may want to display it so that you sign up their name manually. For the vehicle information, we can decide which information we want to require or show. Maybe we want to require the year, make, model, and color of the vehicle, or at least the make, model, and color of the vehicle. We want to require license plate because we're a license plate site, and we'll go ahead and click Save. This setting will be synced down to the site, and let's take a look at what it looks like on the POS. We'll go ahead and click away from the page and click back to the sales page and initiate a plan sale process again. You'll notice now that we have more required fields, including the make, model, and license plate of the vehicle being collected, as well as the phone. We'll go ahead and fill those pieces of information out. We'll add that to the cart. We'll activate the card reader and dip the customer's card, and we've sold the plan. You'll notice that the streamlined page means that you can do multiple things much easier. For example, selling a multi-vehicle plan is much easier now to a brand new customer. You can put the vehicle information for the first vehicle, add another vehicle, add a third vehicle, and add this right to the cart. We now have a 3-vehicle plan that we're activating and capturing the cart all in one step. You're going to find that the single-page checkout with the ability to customize what data is collected, is going to completely streamline your plan sale process from a POS. This will also be very useful if your organization is going to incorporate tablets. You can also have plans that require signature. If we go back into our plans, for example, and let's just go ahead and create a duplicate of our Unlimited Best. We'll call it Unlimited Best with signature. We change the require signature to yes, and we keep all the same details. We'll activate it at our site, and we'll flip over and sell it. We'll click off and back on in order to reload our terminal. We now see our Unlimited Best with signature. We'll collect the other information that we've decided was relevant for our site. We'll put in our year, make, model. Our license plate. And click continue. You'll notice that now the terms and conditions are shown by default, and you're not able to add anything to the cart until the customer signs. If you have a tablet in hand, you can turn the tablet towards the customer and have them sign right then and there. We now have a signature that's been recorded, and we can capture the credit card. And our plan is now sold. We're going to go back to the customization for plan sales for our desktop. We're going to require a name and a phone this time. And we're going to require at least one, either license plate or RFID, show the other if we have a multiple system. If we don't have RFID at all, we can actually hide that option. Maybe we want to hide the year, make, model, and just have the color of the vehicle and a photo. This could further streamline our process. We'll click off and back on to make sure the newest changes come down, and we'll sell a plan. Now you'll notice first and last name and the vehicle color and license plate. If our lane has a camera, we can actually collect the image from the camera at this step. Go ahead and add this to the cart and tender it out. The plan sale process has also become easier for existing customers. For example, if I can bring up the customer that I just added, Jim Smith, and I want to add another plan to this customer, I don't have to remember steps like adding the vehicle first, because now I can select which plan they want and add a new vehicle if we don't have any other set up for the customer. We'll go ahead and put our license plate in, vehicle color, and we'll save. We now have the new vehicle with this identifier. We'll add this to the cart, and here we can tender to the card we already have on file. So we don't even have to swipe a new card. With the new advancements to the plan sale page being one single page where we can capture all information, edit and add additional vehicles, and identify pre-existing customers, you'll find that the plan sale process has become drastically streamlined in the latest version of Patheon. If you have any questions, please send them to training@drb.com. Thank you for watching.